today.
All right, here's a story that caught our eye. Over the weekend, Vice President Joe Biden was down in South Carolina in Florence, and he was going to do a town hall event at Wilson High School. On Sunday, though, he went into church.
I know where all these places are. It's so fun. I know people that went to Wilson High School.
You know the St. Anthony Catholic Church
I'm
in
not
Florence?
Catholic, so I've never gone to that one.
Well, you know what? Joe Biden went in for Mass, and he was actually, because he famously, according to the priest there, he famously advocates for abortion. The priest there denied him communion because the church is so anti-abortion.
Right.
They say it's everything we are against. And Joe Biden famously is pro-abortion.
Okay, so the priest said this. He said, sadly, this past Sunday, I had to refuse Holy Communion to former Vice President Joe Biden. Holy Communion signifies we are one with God, each other, and the church. Our actions should reflect that. Any public figure who advocates for abortion places himself or herself outside of church teaching.
That's right.
Wow, that is huge. I just find that extremely negative thing. If everybody online to get communion has to live up to all the principles of Catholicism,
well, that's the idea.
And I say as a Catholic, then there'll be 1, 2, or 3 people online every weekend.
Listen, but
everybody else online to get communion is hitting it out of the park every day, batting 1,000.
It has to be. I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. You know, I go to a church where if you believe in Christ, if you are christened as a child or baptized, then you can get communion. And I do understand what you're saying, that God would welcome anyone and say, but the rules are the rules, and this is the Catholic Church is strict about this. And if he doesn't want to abide by the church teachings, then maybe choose a different denomination or something where church that you can go to, where the priest will allow you to.
I think that's very judgmental, and I think that now if you're going to enforce that, there's so many other rules to enforce the Catholic religion, and then they should walk around and just tell people who aren't famous or a political figure that you should get off the line because you did this, or you did this, you should get off the line too. Don't you try to get communion because you missed church on Sunday.
A lot of people disagree with you, though, because they don't want to see the Catholic Church go in a direction that they don't agree with, they don't think is biblical.
Right. Ultimately, the Catholic Church gets to determine who gets.
That's true.
So it will be interesting to see if there's any fallout for this priest who denied Joe Biden the communion. What do you think? Email us, friends@foxnews.com. I know in